On today's edition of River Talk, real estate? You know, there's a lot of things happening out there in the world of foreclosures and reverse mortgages and stuff. We're going to get the inside scoop from a guy who calls himself the real estate pro. And I thought I had a vanity name. We'll tackle real estate on today's River Talk. Hey guys, welcome to the Coastal Ale House and another riveting edition of River Talk. We're going to talk real estate. Joseph Childs is our guest. You grew up here in this neck of the woods. Welcome to River Talk.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you for having me.
Ainer boy. Didn't have any trouble coming to town today?
No, I found my way just fine. Yeah.
I love, everybody knows Ainer, man, because, you know, for the longest time, people that vacation here, for the most part, had a lot, not everyone, but a lot of folks that drove in through
Sure.
Ainer.
Yeah, so it's kind of the bottleneck, filters everyone into the Myrtle Beach area. So
I think it might be the only town or city in America called Ainer. I don't know of another one in the country.
Probably. I've never heard of one either. So.
Well, let's go back in time a little bit, Joseph. I mean, you did grow up here in Horry County, and you've seen some changes. I mean, when did you get out of high school?
I graduated high school in the year 2000. Like you said, I am native to the area. I was born and raised here. My entire family is from here.
Was your wife your high school sweetheart? Or?
Well, not exactly. We actually. Like I said, I played football and all for Ainer, and she was actually a cheerleader for Lakeview, which is another small town in this area. And so we met several times and didn't even know each other. Well,
sure.
So it was kind of weird how things happen. The circle of life takes you down, but we come together again during college, and that's when we hit it off.
Now, where was that? Wofford?
No, actually, no. It's funny you said Wofford. My partner Bert Floyd, that's also from this area, a native to this area, Mr. Robert Floyd Jr., they call him Bert. He's a Wofford grad, but I graduated from here at Coastal. So.
Well, on another show that we recently did, I had a Gamecock guy come on. And Gamecock graduates that go to USC have a tendency to do this. They say, well, I'm a graduate of USC, go Cox. Does Bert do that?
No.
Does he say, you know, I went to Wofford, go Terriers?
No, I've never heard him do that.
Yeah, exactly.
No, yeah.
It's just a Gamecock
That's
thing.
right.
Pay attention to all future guests down the road. So your ties, where'd y'all hook up?
Well, actually, I was doing a little insurance / real estate venture that I was found myself getting into a few years ago, and we used Mr. Floyd's building out. Like I said, Ainer's kind of a bottleneck, filtering all the traffic into this Myrtle Beach area. So I thought it might be a good location to set up a real estate office there and try to put some signage and stuff out using the buzzwords, foreclosures and distressed property sales and stuff like that, just to get someone in your chair. I firmly believe that if you don't have someone in your chair in front of you, you can't sell them anything. So the first piece to the puzzle,
in that chair,
that's right.
That show wouldn't have been on long.
The first piece to the puzzle is getting someone in front of you to sell something to. So I thought that would be an interesting area, a good area to get started. And anyways, Mr. Floyd and I started talking, and we decided to create New Wave Real Estate, and we kind of dropped off the insurance part, and we've been going full speed ahead ever since with New Wave. And we actually have another office in Myrtle Beach, but he and I work mainly out of the Ainer office on 501 there, and our other partner, Russ Richardson, is working the Myrtle Beach branch for us. So, and he's like me. He's about the same age as me. He's from Conway, local to Conway, native to Conway, I should say. And
well, you got into the game. You know, I mean, it is a new wave.
That's right.
Essentially,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
And you saw some really good times, but that rug was kind of like pulled out from under a lot of folks in the real estate. But you're hanging on, man.
Well,
here's to you. I know a lot of guys that got in real estate.
That's right.
They don't even say that word anymore.
Well, you're absolutely right. It's what I did is kind of took the opposite approach of some of the others, and decided that I was going to go all in. It's all I grew up in construction, so when I decided I was going to quit hammering nails and toting boards, with my family's construction business, I decided I was going to go into sales, and I did. Like you said, I got into that before the boom, or kind of during the boom, right before everything got really crazy. And when it collapsed, we kind of changed gears over to helping people with distressed properties when they're maybe getting behind in their mortgages, and helping them to negotiate with their banks to either modify their loan, which would be the best case scenario, but if that doesn't work, we go into the short sales and helping them do that as well. So we just switched gears and went all in. I just started advertising more instead of getting out or finding something else.
I love to hear guys say that.
Well, you kind of have to. And luckily for me, my wife Leanne, she's from this area as well, over in Marion. She has a great job. She's an RN. And she works for Merle's Inlet Dialysis, so she's got a good steady job and good benefits, and that allows me to be able to take the money that I make and reinvest it into my business, and put it in things like billboards and websites, and getting ready to do a radio spot, hopefully, with the new jingle that my buddy Scott Johnson, if you're out there, thank you, Scott. You did a wonderful job on my new jingle. I haven't actually introduced it or put it out there yet, but I hope to do that very soon, and we're going to do a commercial where I plan to take an unwanted house payment, just the actual bill that you get in the mail, the house payment that you get in the mail, and make it disappear into thin air, on the commercial. So
I wish we could do that on this show. I like to make mine disappear.
People's unwanted, the kind of theme's going to be, I'm going to help you make your unwanted house payments disappear.
Well, we're going to take a breather and come back.
Sure.
Because I want to talk about this foreclosure thing and short sale. I mean, there might be some people there who are like wondering what their next step is today, and you can help them out.
That's right.
Yeah, Joseph Childs. He's the real estate pro. He's our guest on River Talk, and he'll be back. Will you? Stay right there. River Talk continues. Short sales. What is that? I hear that a lot. I hear these talking heads, just rattle that off like I'm supposed to know what that's about. I know enough to get myself in trouble. Foreclosures, short sales, reverse mortgages, all kinds of things out there now for the homeowner. What do I do? Call you?
Exactly. Yeah, it kind of gets really in depth, and you really need to get someone that knows all the ins and outs about what to do when you call the bank, what to ask them, and what to try to talk to them about. The first option usually that we try to explore with a homeowner if they're getting in trouble is a loan modification. But like I said before, that really a lot of times doesn't work, because you may have one member of the household that lost their job completely.
Sure.
So shaving $50 or $100 off of their monthly payment isn't going to really get them out of that trouble that they found themselves in. So then the next step would be to go to a short sale, like you said, and that basically, it's the idea is simple. It can be kind of complex, getting into the actually pulling it off, but the idea is just negotiating with your bank and having them to allow you to sell your home for less than what you owe the bank. So you just would market the property and get the best offer that you can possibly get, and send it to your bank and say, hey, here's why. My job is to just show the bank that it makes sense for them financially as well, and it would benefit everyone, including them, to allow the short sale. And that's kind of where I come in and do the numbers and show the bank, or help show the bank that it actually makes sense for them to do as well.
Well, does your phone ever ring? And I know a lot of folks who have moved in and they've bought a home, or condo, or townhouse, or starter home, or whatever, and because of the appraisal value on properties, they technically owe more than what even
upside down.
They're upside down on it.
Yeah, almost everyone is.
A lot of folks are. What do they do? Because they'll call their bank, and I don't even want to repeat some of the things that I've heard that they've been told.
Everyone that bought, especially in the last, about 3 years ago, or during the height of the real estate boom that we experienced here, just about everyone, finds themselves upside down in their home. It's just something that we all have to live with right now. And what I would encourage people to do is, instead of kind of shying away from it and hoping that it goes away, to just stare it in the face and take it for what it is and do something about it. Be proactive about it and try to get someone that understands all of what's involved with doing a short sale, for example, or a loan modification, and to go ahead and try to do that instead of the alternative, which would be to lose the property. So that's kind of what I do, is foreclosure prevention. I mentioned Joe the Real Estate Pro. I went and bought that website, joetherealestatepro.com. I also bought Joe the Foreclosure Prevention Pro.com and Joe the Credit Repair Pro.com.
Oh, really? So, you can repair my credit, Joe?
Well, like I said before, when the
Help me out, man.
Yeah, when the economy collapsed, or when it did what it did, I started just trying to think of new ways to help my business and to help people. And credit repair is something that a lot of people need after we've gone through what we've gone through with this economy. So I went and taught myself how to do that, and I do a good bit of that. Yeah.
Interesting stuff, my man. Interesting stuff.
I really like it as well. It's fun. It's challenging.
Well, the other night I flipped on. I like retro television. I like old shows, and they're out there, and that's neither here nor there. Henry Winkler, remember him? He was the Fonz. You don't remember him if you graduated high school in 2000.
Yeah. Right. Well, I do actually. He didn't hit the jukebox, hit the jukebox to make it start working again. I think. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, yeah, Happy Days.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Happy Days. Yeah, the Fonz, man. Jump the shark and all that. He's talking about reverse mortgages. Do you dabble in that, or you give any advice on it?
No, I don't. That's something that I can't say anything about, because honestly I haven't looked into that much.
It's kind of an interesting
maybe
deal
I
that
should.
you sell
maybe
your
I
house,
should.
but you get to live in it.
Exactly. Maybe I should start looking into that. But that's actually something I never have. I've seen the commercials, like you said.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's something that's just kind of like popped up in the last 6 months or so.
Well, it sounds, I don't know. I'm not going to make a comment on it either way, but sometimes things sound to be so good. Maybe I don't know. Yeah, I really can't say.
I know exactly what you're saying.
I don't know.
I mentioned it to some financial advisors, like, or you can say, I went, no, I just Henry Winkler,
right.
the Fonz.
Yeah,
So there's some folks who are gonna, yeah.
I really don't want to. I can't comment on that because I don't know anything about it really, other than seeing the commercials like you have.
Unbelievable.
I kind of stick to. I sell properties for banks when they have to take them back. I go in some of the local banks. I enjoy helping them out.
Yeah, because we kind of focus if you're in a pickle and upside down.
Right.
I mean, if you're looking to buy a home,
exactly.
I mean, you can show them get the most bang for the. Well, if you're in a position to buy now. This is the greatest time ever in history.
It's a perfect storm out there for buyers. And like you said, I do work both sides of the coin. I try to help people prevent foreclosure, and that's what I do on that end, on that side of the coin. But I also I know all of the properties that have been foreclosed on and where they are and what the scoop is on them. And a lot of times I find that information out before they ever hit the market. So I do kind of have an inside scoop on some of these local properties.
Until you see one of the real estate publications you get could mean a lot of money to you.
That's right. So,
well, good seeing you. Website again, Joseph?
Well, several, but catchthenewwave.com is our company website. joetherealestatepro.com, as well as some of those others I mentioned to you. We'll get you there. But
come back and see us, man.
Thank you very much.
We'll definitely get you back on here.
Can I show real quick my family? I'm really proud of them. I just wanted to show.
Oh, sure, yeah.
If they can zoom in on that.
Yeah, let me have that right
real
there.
Proud of my family, guys.
Look at there, man. I would be too. Wow. You definitely married up, son.
I think so too. I think you're right.
Great kids too.
Leanne and the oldest is Bryson, and the youngest is Braden. So I'm very proud of them. Very happy, and
I like that, man.
Trying to work hard to support them.
That's it.
That's right.
You got to carry that with you. That's why you're doing it. Hey, we'll be right back with a few more. You stay there. River Talk continues after this.